Hi everyone, it's June and welcome back to June's World. Yes, I get so grossed out just even thinking about this, and I was very reluctant on telling this story of my bed bug horror. But I don't know, I just felt like I needed to tell it. I think it's a good story time, and I think it can help some of you who maybe are going through something like this, or will in the future, which I hope you never ever do. But let's just get right into it. I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. Okay, so a couple of years ago, you know, there was that whole bed bug infesting hotels and movie theaters, and it was just such a big epidemic. And here in New York, that's all you would hear on the news. So I was kind of like, I was just itchy from that alone. I was just like, whoa, we have to check everything in the house. And so we did. We checked the bed. We checked everywhere. We did not find anything, thankfully. So excited, so happy, so relieved. Then my daughters went to a movie theater. Now, they said in the news, if you go to a movie theater, make sure when you come in, you take off all your clothes and you put them in the wash immediately. Take a shower, do what you have to do. Make sure that there's not a bed bug on you. If you buy clothes, make sure you bring them in. They can be like little eggs on there. Throw it in the wash. Okay, so they came home from a movie theater with a friend and they got in late. They all went into the bedroom. Their friend, who shall remain nameless, I don't know if she brought them in or they got it from the movie theater, but anyway, she had woken up and I saw all these like bites on her, and I was like, oh my God, are you all right? I thought they were mosquito bites. She says, no, I have them. I have them all over me. So anyway, she left and still not even thinking about it. The next day, my daughter wakes up with bites all over her. And now I'm panicking. I'm like, what is this? What is it? And it was really weird because I started looking up bed bugs. On the internet, it says if they're in order, like if there's a bite here, a bite here, a bite here, a bite here, and they're just like a half an inch apart, I believe it is, usually is bed bugs. So we all start panicking. So before I tell Dennis anything, I'm like, let's look. Take the sheets off, and sure enough, these were crawling in the bed. And it was just like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So, okay, I told Dennis, because I cannot tackle this. I do not have the head, the mental, I don't know, to even tackle this. I was literally bugging out. So we told Dennis, so he's like, all right, well, I gotta get in that room and see. So I start doing my research, as always, YouTube, Googling. I'm doing everything to find out where these bed bugs are. Because are they just in the bed? Where are they? So we had to look. If you think you have bed bugs, look in. Well, this is kind of sheer, but look in between. They like to hide in between curtains. They like to hide in books. We found them in books. Just when you thought you got rid of them, they came back. Or they were just in different spots and laying eggs. So it was just gross. And it was contained in the back room. Like, we weren't getting them anywhere else except that back room. So Dennis would flip over the bed. He'd kill all the bugs. We threw out every single stuffed animal, anything that was stuffed animal, because they like to go into the stuffed animals and they just procreate there. Is that the word? Procreate there. They like to mate. They like to do their stuff
in the stuffed animal.
So they all had to go in the garbage. I don't give a shit what memory you had with little Mr. Teddy. That mother was out the door. We checked books. We found them in the books. Crazy. I don't even know how they would get it in there. But anyway, so Dennis was just like, you know what? We really just have to call an exterminator. So I called an old friend of mine who's an excellent exterminator. He brought his guys in here. They did what they had to do. And he said, the bugs will be gone. I'm telling you, the bugs will be gone. Bugs never left. I didn't find any dead bugs. I was like, okay, so what was that about? Nothing happened. Huh? So now I do more research. I'm getting itchy just thinking. Anyway, so exterminating wasn't the way to go. I really couldn't afford to get rid of every piece of furniture. So what I did was I researched so much. I was in the computer, best ways to get rid of them. I found some solutions, didn't work. And then I came up, well, I found an amazing solution. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. You can get it at Home Depot. Don't call exterminators. I mean, if you want to do it, maybe they're kind of better than my exterminator. But I found this to be the most, what's the word? Effective, that's the word, effective way to get rid of these little bastards. It's called diatomaceous earth. I will put, it'll say right here, diatomaceous earth, because as I'm making this, I don't even know how to spell it, so I have to just text it on there. So you can just find it. Now, when you go into Home Depot, you don't have to feel embarrassed and say, hi, do you have bed bug killer? By the way, they suck, those bed bug killers. Diatomaceous earth is basically for your garden. If you're planting beautiful flowers, you sprinkle this diatomaceous earth around your flowers, and it's non-toxic to animals, I believe. Don't quote me, but it had to be because I had pets. So I would never put down anything that was toxic to animals, but it is toxic to insects. So this is for that reason. So, okay, so let's just say the insect wants to go up to the flower. So they mosey along to the flower and they step in the diatomaceous earth. They start to dry up and they become like a hollow shell. So it said to put because the diatomaceous earth is very, very light, it's like a really light powdery substance. You were to put it in, you know, like the dye bottles, put in the dye bottle. And what you do is you sprinkle it around the perimeter of the room that's infested. Around everything, around your bed, put it around the windowsills. Just do it. Make a line. Just do it. Just do it. I tell you, within 2 days, there was not one sighting. Well, there was. They were dead. So Dennis vacuumed everything was dead. Vacuumed everything out. We took everything apart, every drawer, everything, every little hole in the room. We caulked, we did everything. That was quite a few years ago, and we have not seen anything since. Now at the time, I didn't tell anybody. Like I told no one because I was so afraid that nobody would come to my house, but it was contained in that back room. But I was so scared. After that, I mean, it just mentally took such a toll on me that I didn't want anyone in my house. I was so scared of anyone coming in with a bed bug, because all you need is a nice little pregnant mama and you got bed bugs all over your house. So I was scared shit for anybody to walk into my house. If my kids went out, they came home, their clothes immediately went into a bag, closed them really tight. They got in the shower. When the washing machine was available, the wash went in, all the clothes went in there. Anytime they bought clothes, I was panicking. I didn't even want it in my car. Like I was so scared. It definitely takes a toll on you. I know a lot of people haven't been affected by bed bugs. And now just last night, and this is the reason why I'm making this video, is because last night I was watching the news and they had this whole big segment on bed bugs and infestation. And I just looked at Dennis and I was like, I hope we never have to go through this again. I mean, seriously, I was at a point, I was crying every day. I felt disgusting. I felt horrible. And seriously, I just wanted to leave everything, pick up and move out of my house. That's how I felt. Even though it was contained in one room, I just wanted to move out of my house. Also know that it doesn't mean that you're a dirty person if you have bed bugs. That has nothing to do with it. All you need is one bed bug to be in your house, and that's it. They live in the walls. It's just your neighbors can have bed bugs, and then you can get them. So it's so important to always check. We always check because we're so paranoid. If you go to a hotel, check the beds. Into like the little rim of the beds, like those little check there, check the pillows, pull up the mattress. Don't feel bad. Pull up that mattress. You look. Now, you might not see bed bugs, but you might see these little black spots that are on the mattress or on the box spring. That is a sign of bed bugs. So I'm just bringing this out there to you guys so you can be aware and so that you can fix the problem with the diatomaceous earth. That's amazing. You get a huge bag. I didn't even use a lot because it took care of the problem so fast, but I got that sucker right under my sink in the bathroom just in case. My daughters usually clean their room because they're so scared. It really took a toll on them that every once in a while she'll just put down diatomaceous earth just in case she don't even want these suckers to even enter her room. Like there's no entering. So that's it. That's my story time. I know it's kind of scary, right? It's just like, I hate thinking about it. I hate thinking about it. And if you guys don't know what a bed bug looks like, I'm going to put a picture right here. How gross are they? They're so gross. So anyway, that is my story time. It wasn't such a happy story time, but I hope it's an informative story time because, listen, I have a lot of people that watch me, so this might help somebody. Actually, I think I'm going to put this on both my channels just so I can hit a larger audience because I am sure that some of you that are watching this have bed bugs, or you typed in the search bed bugs and my video came up. I hope this helps you. Please let me know down below if it helped you or if you had any other remedies for getting rid of bed bugs. And the disclaimer, I'm not saying it's going to get rid of yours, but it got rid of mine. And I will see you in my next, hopefully with a better story time. Buggy, you're feeling itchy, you gotta go. Love you. I'm too itchy, people. Too itchy. I'm itchy.
You better subscribe.
Say it again.
You better subscribe.
Subscribe. You better
You better.
subscribe.
You better stop. Subscribe.
Subscribe.